What's up, everybody? Good to see everybody in the chat, man. What's going on? Hey, we got some audio to share with y'all. Can y'all hear the Coach DeBoer audio? Can y'all hear the audio? Chat, let me know. Oh, y'all don't hear it? God dang it. Let me see. Dang it, y'all. Can y'all hear now? Still no? Man, you should be able to hear it now. Can you hear Coach DeBoer now? So basically, I'm here at the presser for Coach DeBoer, today's telemedia conference presser. Only media members get access. Can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear Coach DeBoer now? Dang, man, what's going on? Let me see. Dang it, man. All right, so basically we're in the all right. It's not working correctly. Oh, you know what it is? What about now, guys? Justice Haynes is working correctly. I bet he was when y'all played against Oklahoma. He was then too, better than he was at Alabama. Sure. Hold that L. Hey y'all, I got my hand raised. What should I ask Coach DeBoer? I'm trying to figure out why y'all can't hear the audio. I wonder why. All right, so I know y'all can't hear it right now. But what's happening is this is the coach Kalen DeBoer mid this is the midweek SEC teleconference with all the coaches. They're tapped in right now. So what I'll do is I'll just listen in and we'll come back. We'll come back. What's up, Jamarcus? Good to see everybody. Bobby Sprinkle, what's good, man? I ain't seen you over here in a minute. I seen you hanging out with the other crew though. Good to see you though. All right. Hey, chat. Um. Oh, you know what I can do? Mm, I'm trying something, chat, for y'all real quick before we give up all the way. Let's see if this will work, chat. All right, there go. Could y'all hear that, chat? All right, so that's done. Coach DeBoer just got done doing the midweek teleconference chat. So that's what I was trying to get y'all to listen into. Good to see you too, Bobby Sprinkle. Dang, man, I hate that y'all couldn't hear it. So basically just the midweek check-in. And I want to be live and try to broadcast it to y'all so we can get another form of content out there. But I got to find another way. I thought it would work that way, but it didn't. Appreciate y'all for tapping in still, though. We got 12 likes on the stream already, 28 people in the chat. We got a lot of people tapping in from Twitter, tapping in. We got Twitch tapping in. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today. We didn't even do no intro. Let me give y'all post-practice report real quick before we get up out of here today. And if y'all want to stay in tune with the content today, come over on TikTok side, man. I'm going to be gaming. We had a crazy game against Georgia yesterday online. And I think I'm about to post it today so y'all can get kind of like a breakdown. But look, few reports from today's practice, man. One thing that Caleb DeBoer did reiterate on is that Ja Latham, transported yesterday after practice. What's good, Queen of Hearts? Good to see you over there on Twitch. Good to see you over there, man. Good to see you tapping in. Roll Tide. Look, good to see you, girl. Got my people tapping in from all platforms today. What's up, the other Jay? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. All right, so check this out. As you all know, updates from Coach Caleb DeBoer. Ja Latham left practice yesterday with a neck injury that caused him to be, transported to the medical center in UAB. Reports coming back that he is, recovering. They don't have a definite timeline or the extent of the injuries just yet, but we'll stay in tune with that. Everybody keep your prayers up for the young man. Anytime there's a neck injury, this game is a violent game. All of these young men are aware of the risk in taking the field, whether it's in practice, in the game, during workouts, whatever. Everybody knows that there's a risk in playing this game and playing this sport. So prayers up for the young man for full recovery, speedy recovery, and keep God's hand and His grace upon him and his family. I got to run into his little sister at the second scrimmage while we were walking in before the scrimmage, and I just asking random people who you can tell who's there for the players. The players, anyways. The second scrimmage is players invites only, players, family, and coaches, family invite only. So that was a good experience. But they were excited about this year, and he was having a strong first game before he had that lower leg injury. I think he actually was injured ULM and Wisconsin game. He didn't play the last 2 weeks. So coming back this week, he was working his way back into the rotation, trying to be 100% healthy for Georgia. And unfortunately, that injury is going to keep him out of the game probably for the rest of the season. And preferably is not. This is a drawn out season now with the playoffs and how everything is. So hopefully, he can finish his senior year, his final year in college, healthy. So that's the main thing. Just prayers up for the young man and keep him in y'all prayers. But appreciate everybody for pulling up. Dr. Gonzo, what's good, man? Roll Tide to you, you little puppy. Yep, I'm into you. I ran into your sister. She told you and your bro was there. Okay, look, okay. I ran into your. Oh, he talking to other Jay. Okay. Heard Latham was hurt in the FSU game. Hopefully he'll make it back soon. Yeah, he got hurt week 1, and I think he was ruled out. He hasn't played since week 1, so that's a good thing. But post practice report, man. Today, getting into the final touches of the full practice. Going 100 on your drills and everything. Just polishing up things. Looking at the interviews from yesterday, man, I tell you one thing. There's a different look in Ty Simpson's eyes this week compared to week 1. And I feel like this game is bigger than the Florida State game. I think that Florida State game was kind of like, let's see where we at. And I think they have been awakened. This Alabama team has been awakened. And I say that because you got guys like Deontay Lawson, man. You can see the energy in his approach to not just the media, but getting those practice clips and getting different clips from practice that y'all see them released today. Lawson is out there coaching guys up. And I was doing some film study, man. doing some film study, and just his he looks a little bit more confident in that knee right now, the way he's moving. And I tell you, man, I'm one of those. I'm a firm believer in when you're coming back from an injury. There's only one way to find out if you're fixed, and that's just to give it all you got. So hopefully we can get that effort from him, and I think his effort can be infectious and, like, affect the rest of the team, affect the rest of that defense. We're getting Tim Keenan back. It's official. You expect like a 40%, 45% clip as far as his workload. I don't think he's going to I have my own beliefs, but I've also been reports that, it's not like he's going to come in and play 60 snaps this week. His presence is definitely going to be felt in those spots where he's needed. And also, man, in the on the offensive side, you had some small injuries in the tight end room with Danny Lewis. He's available this week. You're also getting back. We all know Ryan Williams came back last week. He's 100%. So we got a full stable of availability when it comes to our primary guys. Yes, we're missing Jeremiah Beeman. That's a big miss right now. But to have Jam Miller right now and Tim Keenan back, that's huge for your veteran experience to be in this game. Let's talk about some matchups going into this game. We talked about them yesterday on the show. Let's talk about another matchup that I kind of thought about yesterday that nobody's really talking about, and that's special teams. Georgia has an explosive special teams unit, especially that kickoff return. Alabama, as you saw last game against Wisconsin, we allowed one to go back for a touchdown. We have to be disciplined in a game like this. You can't have the special teams mishaps like Alabama has had, the last 3 weeks. You've had one, almost breakaway against ULM. You had one breakaway against Wisconsin. We saw what happened in the Florida State game. We weren't able to convert all the field goal attempts. So going into this game is going to be important to seize our momentum when we have opportunities to get points, because I don't think we'll see a lot of early gambling from Coach DeBoer in this game. This is a steady play, pace of play calling game. You're going to need some steady pace of play calling in order to affect this Kirby Smart defense offensively, right? And in order to do that, you get in range, got to convert your threes, got to get those field goals converted and get those points up on the board. Let me check out the chat real quick. I got it, Mary J. Speaking on that, Smook, I hate that it happened, but they needed the FSU loss to wake them up. No way we should have lost it, but if that's what it takes, I'm all for it. You know what? FSU, the more I watch them every week, and because they beat us is the reason why I'm watching them so closely. This is a team. Gus Malzahn, I told y'all, Gus Malzahn, Hugh Freeze, when they find a quarterback that can get comfortable in their scheme, and they can get a quarterback on the move that's going to utilize their legs and has, a decent arm talent, they could do some things when they got some weapons on the boundary. They could work around a weak offensive line. They could work around a weak defense, and they can compete offensively. And so Gus Malzahn, with all the weapons that he has available, like squarely wide on the perimeter is different for that type of offense. We saw Nick Marshall and what was the quarterback's name? He goes to the league and doesn't do anything, but at Sam Coates, was it Sammy Coates? Was Nick Marshall's wide receiver at Auburn? You saw that offense, man. They had Nick Marshall thinking he was going to be a day 3 quarterback in the NFL. So yeah, I get it. Jason Daniels, hopefully Womack will blitz the run and the pass. You know what, Jason Daniels? It's crazy that you say that, because the first thing that he talked about Monday in his post-practice presser was the fact that they have been playing a little timid and the play calling was timid. So will this be the game that we see that aggressive nature that we saw him call at Indiana, that aggressive play calling style that we seen from him at Indiana, and then how he transitioned it to South Alabama? That defense is still an aggressive style defense. You got to gamble. Why not? You got the better athletes. Puts guys on attack mode. Put that offense in a bind. Dr. Gonzo said if Wash Mac blitzes, the gunner will tap dance around that weak sauce line for first and after first. Dr. Gonzo, I don't think you've paid attention to your Georgia offensive line. I don't think you've paid attention to your Georgia offensive line. And your little 7 deep ball attempts that you was able to you weren't, it wasn't even 7 deep balls. I go back and I had to correct myself. I had a take yesterday and I was giving them way too much credit. Georgia has only completed 4 passes on 20 plus yards or more. Everything else has been yards after catch. The big play by Zachariah Branch was a 7-yard slant or a variation of a slant, and he took that for a big play. So I'm not convinced that Gunnar Stockton will be able to make those plays. He's going to have to actually show me. And right now, the way that this team is playing, the effort we had 14 total missed tackles against Florida State. Tommy Castellanos broke 4 tackles. The running backs broke a total of 8. You had wide receivers breaking tackles, 2 tackles out there. So it wasn't a schematic thing. It was a lack of effort. And if you don't think Alabama's going to show up for Georgia, you lost your mind. But keep that L. Hold on to that L to this Saturday. Hold on to that L to this Saturday. Mary J, I got the comment. Smook, what is it? What it is, man? What up, London? Good to see you in the chat, my brother. Good to see you, man. I know UGA O-line is wet tissue paper, just loving the smack talk. Hey, as long as you know where we are strongest on offense, UJ is weak, which is the wide receiver group. Actually, UGA wide receivers are actually pretty explosive, and they have a more veteran group than what we have at UGA. I don't think they're as explosive. They're a talented group. You know, you got Dylan Bell. He's been slightly underrated. You got Zachariah Branch. He's over there. You got Noah Thomas, the transfer from Texas A&M. We talked about these guys yesterday. You got some young guys in their wide receiver room too. And then I think the running back that I was trying to remember, I think his name is Perry White. The young I think is he a redshirt freshman or a freshman? He's an asset in that passing game too. So they have weapons. It's just, can they get the ball to him? Can that O-line hold up for 3 seconds to allow them to get the ball to him? And on the opposite side of things, can Alabama's defensive backs cover? Speaking of defensive backs, post-practice report, Cam Calhoun, where is he? I've been seeing that question a lot. If you go back and watch a lot of the game film, we're seeing him come in on a lot of those 4 wide sets. I had to go back and watch the Florida State game like 3 or 4 times, right, since it's happened. And if you watch, I can't just watch the highlights. Shout out to the 41 in the chat on YouTube. Continue to run the likes up on YouTube. We're at 18 likes. Let's get to that 25 like goal, and then just continue running it up and share it. We're having a conversation. We got about 15 more minutes left here on the Coach Smook Network. And I ain't gonna open the phone lines. I'm gonna save it for Friday. We got a lot of people talking trash about calling in Friday, so we're gonna make you hold on to what you got to say till Friday, because it's gonna be vibes. It's gonna be vibes. So many different people gonna be pulling up. So continue running likes up. Again, let's hit that 25 like goal. Speaking of, if you go back and watch that Florida State game, Florida State, when they saw the personnel come out for that 4 wide set, when they went empty, 4 wide set, they had the running back empty out the backfield. When they motioned and they saw what we were going to do as far as our safety shift in alignment, they see we did a shift. They called a timeout. When they saw that Dijon Lee was going to be on the field, they made that adjustment automatically. They talked about, they had to, because it happened way too smoothly. They came out the timeout. You saw them getting the same alignment that they were before the timeout. Only thing that was different is the running back lined up in the slot. So when they seen that, when they shift and they saw the linebacker bump in, the safety didn't roll over, right? That's when they knew they had it. They shifted the wide receiver to a wider split to be on top of the numbers, or at the bottom of the numbers on that wide side there. And the safety was still inside the hash. The overtop safety on that right side was still on inside the hash, aligned inside the hash. So it was either going to be a incomplete pass high and outside, or it's going to be a 50-50 ball high and outside. And you saw what happened. You don't get no hands on the wide receiver, free release against a 4-3 guy, and you burnt. So we got to pay attention to those things. When we get those type of shifts, Georgia's going to try it. They're going to test us. And if that's the look we want to read, we want to keep that too high robber look going, you got to have your cornerbacks adjust. So the secondary was tested in today's practice. A lot of heavy vertical type concepts getting thrown at them. I have this thought that Georgia might come out and try to be different. They might try to be a pass heavy team against us. They might try to be use the quick screen game as an extension of the run game to try to show us something different. But even in that plays into our hands. And everybody that keeps saying that Alabama can't stop the run game, that's not true. I talked about this yesterday. The read option is something that every defense is struggling with. Every defense is struggling with. What's crazy is the defense that was probably the most susceptible to the run, which is the 3-3-5, the traditional 3-3-5, that has been the most successful against the read option. Especially when you have aggressive play calling coming from the second level, sending your overhang blitzes, your weak side linebacker blitzes, playing the back end, actually rolling down and playing a defensive wide nine technique. You know, stunts that take your tackles to the 7 or to the 9. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different schematics that we could put in this game that'll allow this team to Alabama to find success. But I think right now, when you talk about the effectiveness of the defensive backs in this game, is going to be counted on. If this becomes a shootout, man, who's the first guy who's the first team to force the turnover? Right? Alabama has been a little bit more efficient and effective in forcing turnovers. Georgia hasn't played many explosive teams. They played against Tennessee. They caught them slipping twice in the pass game. Right? Alabama has forced both fumbles and interceptions in the first 3 weeks of the season. So these are two teams that have to have a few questions to answer. This is primetime football. So post-practice report, man, we cover the injuries, availability, guys coming back. We talked about two highlights of this game, two groups that's going to be highlighted. The offensive line and the defensive backs are looking to have a big game. Michael Carroll, another name that's getting a lot of reps with the ones since week 2. We've seen his name. We've seen him, make some plays while he's on the field. Expect some big minutes from him. Caleb Edwards, Marshall Pritchett, Brody Dalton, those 3 tight ends are really fighting for some reps right now. If I was the defense or the offensive coordinator or the tight end coach right now, I would be, mad that I can't get all these guys the amount of reps that they deserve. You got 2 true freshmen in Edwards and Pritchett that are just freak athletes and true receiving threats. And then you got veterans like Dalton, who transferred in from Troy. He's a plug and play guy that can fit the scheme right now. But then you also got your veteran in Josh Cuevas, who is starting to settle in. Being a primary target is probably something that's new to him. He didn't have a lot of targets at Washington. He didn't have a lot of playing time last year behind CJ Dupree. So, going to see these guys continue to develop. 48 watching and 20 likes. Smash that like button. Thanks. The other J. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all continue to run them likes up. Appreciate y'all. Real Rare says Smook a real one, 100. Appreciate that, man. What up, Chris Chapman? Hey, don't forget Friday, y'all. Friday, we got 2 more days to the Coach Smook morning show. Call-in show. We'll do a call-in show that morning. And then we'll be also doing a call-in show that evening, 8 p.m. We're going to have some guest hosts coming on today. Tonight we have a we'll be collaborating with Georgia Voice of College Football tonight and their panel. So we'll be streaming that to our channel here and on Alabama, the Voice of College Football. And then we'll also be bringing on Lady E, the Goddess. She'll be checking in to represent Georgia tomorrow. And I think me and Adrian, our resident Georgia fan here in the AAA family, will be playing NCAA Georgia versus Alabama, setting it up just like the game and giving y'all a preview of what's supposed to come. And I think we're going to play 6-minute quarters so we can play that thing as realistic as possible, man. It's going to be fun. We're going to hear him talking trash. We're going to be asking questions. Hey, don't forget, man, it's the weekend too. It's Thursday through Saturday. Thursday starts our kickoff countdown, man. Thursday starts our kickoff countdown. So y'all get ready to tap in for that. 3 days, y'all. Facts. 3 days, man. Roll Tide, Sarah. Good to see you in the chat, man. Good to see everybody, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in again. We already hit our 25 like goal. Thank y'all for letting us hit our 25 like goal, man. Look at y'all turn it up, man. Give it up for yourselves, chat. Appreciate y'all for real. And don't forget, check out our merch. We got merch, man. We got merch available. Exclamation mark MERCH in the chat. We'll bring up that link. Tap that link and it'll take you to the website and you can purchase those items. The promo code, the discount code, we can't have it back until Saturday. So if you want to wait till after the game Saturday to get on there with all your spirits, full of spirits, and I love when we have community members that purchase merch full of spirits. All right, y'all do that for your boy. Get on that merch site. As a matter of fact, make sure y'all tap in for the post-game call-in show. We won't be doing a post-game show with Alabama at the Voice of College Football because it's a late game. So we'll be coming directly right after the game or as the game is ending. We'll be live. Y'all share it up, man. Y'all share it up. We're going to create the link early so people can share it up. And all the Georgia fans that's been talking crazy, man, y'all better show up, man. Y'all better show up. I want everybody to know. Roll Tide and let's go Russell County Warriors. What's up, Jeremiah? Good to see you in the chat, my guy. Roll Tide, man. That boy's talking about them Warriors, man, them 431 boys. Oh, that's my brother. What up, JR? Good to see you, my boy. Roll Tide, man. Good to see you, family. Good to see you. I love the fact that, you know what's crazy? I haven't been home in some months, right? And what's crazy is Frank Wright said, what we putting on the grill this weekend, some bulldogs. Some bulldogs. We about to have some hibachi this weekend. Man. I'm telling y'all, put some bulldogs on that grill this weekend. But no, so what I was saying is, oh snap, my bad, y'all. It's kind of crazy now that, you know, we've been doing this now we're going into our second year. It's Virginia. So 2022. So we're going into our third year of being in this industry, right? And I've been sharing content and trying to get people to tap into what Coach Smook Network is doing since we started last year in May. And the grind don't stop, man. You can't expect people to just look at stuff or be engaged and stuff because you know them. You got to put a product out there. And I'm starting to run into some people and I'm starting to believe that, fully believe. I know that I have some belief in myself. I have full belief in myself, but I'm starting to believe that what we do as a community and the type of content that we produce, the way we talk and deliver Alabama football and content around Alabama recruiting, all of this stuff, I think it is definitely different and people are taking a liking to it. And it's all because you all are liking and sharing. So like I said, every like matters, every share matters, every donation matters, everything matters when you interact, you commenting in the chat, live chat, post chat, it matters. I need y'all to understand that it matters. So I thank y'all for being here today. Shout out to our sponsors and our partners, and shout out to the University of Alabama for providing us the access that we have. I think I got a recording to where the audio is on that. If it is, then I'll post it. If not, I'll share the link for Bama Central. They usually record it. They screen recorded it and post it. So y'all take. What's good, man? What's good, Step? What's happening? Smook Roll Tide. S-tier football this weekend. 5-tier, my fault. 5-tier football this weekend, cuz we'll be locked in with you no matter what. 100%. Hey, make sure y'all get them wristbands. Frank White, Steph, where y'all wristbands at? Jeremiah, get y'all wristbands. Somebody get them that link real rare. We need y'all to grab them wristbands, man. We're trying to hit a goal with our members. I guarantee you our channel has probably the cheapest memberships out here on YouTube. I'm not even gonna lie. I was about to go support another creator and they stuff is $11.99. I'm like, why? Why? I don't, you know what? $3, $4, whatever it is to join the AAA family. To me, that's too much. I think YouTube has a minimum that you have to do. But y'all, this information, I guarantee you, if I could take everybody in this chat that loves Alabama football or Georgia football, whatever your team is in the chat, if I could take you right now and give you a class on how to move and what to say and how to do your edits and get on screen and how I just give you a method of how to do it, anybody out here could be doing what I'm doing. And the truth be told, I think that's the problem. Everybody think they're meant to do this, and it's not that. That's not the case. Some people are meant to do this. Some people are meant to do this in certain phases and aspects. and then some are just supporters. And I don't mind supporting, you know, Crimson Crossover. You know, I don't mind supporting those guys because they cover basketball on a scale that I can't. They cover Bama basketball on a scale that I can't. I react to Bama basketball. I cover Bama women's basketball. I react to Bama baseball, but I can't cover it. So I don't even try to do it. I react to it. I give those guys that credit for what they do. So, you know, not everybody's meant to do this. Not everybody's meant to do it. So when y'all support this, is definitely a much love. W stream, my people Steph. My people Steph showing love. $5 super chat. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Y'all show some love. That's solid. No gatekeeping. Hey, they tried to gatekeep me bad. Tony Sakalis, man, that dude tried to gatekeep me bad. He retweeted me when I was grieving on live. That man retweeted me and messed around, and that was the best thing that could have happened for me. Call him out too. I just don't hold no punches in this industry, man. They don't care about me. They don't care about me. I care about my people. I care about the product that I'm putting out. So that's what we're gonna keep doing here on the Coach Smook Network. And this season has already started off and is impacted us in a positive way. We just gonna keep on building on it. So if you had fun today chatting it up with your boy Coach Smook, make sure you run the likes up. If you didn't catch it live or you're just tapping in, make sure you rewind it. This will be available. It's a public video. It'll be available. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch you on the next one. Be blessed, y'all.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
This guy got 4 fingers for real.